When a budget full-body PEMF mat goes head-to-head with a premium one, most people assume the expensive one wins. Today, we're going to find out if that's actually true. Let's get into it. One quick note before we dive in: to spend more time testing devices rather than filming videos, I use a digital avatar of myself for many of these reviews. The testing, the measurements, and the ratings are all mine. The avatar is just how I deliver them to you. Now, let's set the stage. On paper, the Sparkle Mat and the HealthyLine Platinum Mat should not be compared in the same sentence. One costs $899, the other $1,999. That's a 2.2x price gap. You would expect completely different specs, but here's where it gets interesting. When you actually line them up side by side, the core PEMF specs are nearly identical. And honestly, that raises a pretty uncomfortable question for the premium option. What exactly are you paying an extra $1,100 for? That's what we're going to break down today, category by category, so you know whether the Sparkle Mat is a genuine alternative to the HealthyLine Platinum, or whether the extra money actually earns it its place. Let's start with what most people assume will separate these two and where the surprise is. Coil count: 6 on the Sparkle Mat, 6 on the HealthyLine Platinum. Identical. PEMF intensity: 3,000 milligauss or 3 gauss on both mats. Identical. I'll say that again. Both deliver 3 gauss across 6 coils. There's just no way around it. At the core PEMF level, these are the same mat. Now, for context, 3 gauss is meaningful therapeutic intensity for a home mat. It's not the most powerful on the market, but it's well above the ultra-low devices. And it's in the sweet spot for daily use, pain relief, and recovery. Both mats deliver that. So at this point, you're probably thinking, if they're the same where it counts, why does one cost more than double? Let's get into the differences. The differences aren't in the PEMF engine, they're in everything wrapped around it. Photon light therapy. The HealthyLine Platinum packs 60 red LEDs at 630 nanometers. The Sparkle Mat has 12 LEDs at 660 nanometers. That's 5 times more LEDs on the HealthyLine, meaning more coverage. More photon density across your body. Now, 660 nanometers penetrate slightly deeper than 630 nanometers, so there's a trade-off. But on pure photon surface coverage, HealthyLine wins this category by a wide margin. Gemstone layer. The Sparkle Mat uses amethyst and tourmaline. 15.5 pounds of amethyst and 96 tourmaline discs. That's substantial. The HealthyLine Platinum uses 5 gemstone types: amethyst, jade, tourmaline, quartz, and obsidian. More variety, and for people who value the gemstone therapy layer specifically, that matters. Physical size. The Sparkle Mat is actually slightly larger, 74 inches by 28 inches, versus the HealthyLine 72 by 24, 4 extra inches of width. If you're taller or broader, that's noticeable, so the pattern is clear. The Sparkle Mat gives you the same PEMF engine in a bigger mat with a focused gemstone layer. The HealthyLine gives you the same PEMF engine with dramatically more photon coverage and gemstone variety. Different priorities, same foundation. Both mats max out at 158 degrees Fahrenheit for far infrared heat. Again, identical on paper. What matters more than the number is how the heat lands across the surface. The HealthyLine Platinum has a reputation for even, consistent heat distribution across all 72 inches, which is partly why the brand has been around as long as it has. The Sparkle Mat's heat pad is built into a slightly larger surface, so pay attention to cold spots toward the edges if you're sensitive to that. The HealthyLine feels more premium in the materials, the outer cover, the stitching, the controller build, and that's something you notice if you use it daily. The Sparkle Mat is solid, but it doesn't chase that premium finish. It's built to deliver the therapy, not to impress you with the packaging. And honestly, for $899, that's a fair trade. Both mats carry a 5-year limited warranty. That's strong either way. Where they split is trials and long-term value. The Sparkle Mat offers a 108-day risk-free trial. The HealthyLine Platinum gives you 90 days. Sparkle gives you 3 extra weeks to decide that's fair to mention. But here's the HealthyLine feature that's genuinely hard to argue with: the free lifetime trade-in and upgrade program. If a newer model comes out, or your mat eventually wears down after years of use, you trade it in for full credit toward a new one. I've used this personally when an older mat's heat coil died. I got full credit toward a brand new unit. There's just no way around it. That program saves you real money. Now here's something worth knowing before you decide. The Sparkle Mat is made by a small company, and because of that, they sell out a couple times a year. When it's in stock, you can grab it. When it's not, you wait. In the PEMF space, availability is a real differentiator. And honestly, it's something most reviews don't mention. So, who wins? Honestly, it depends on what you're looking for. If you want the same core PEMF therapy at less than half the price, $899, the Sparkle Mat is the best alternative. If you want that same engine, but with 5 times more photon coverage, gemstone variety, and a lifetime trade-in program, the HealthyLine Platinum justifies its $1,999 price tag. Let's put numbers on it. Sparkle Mat, 4.2 out of 5. HealthyLine Platinum Mat, 4.7 out of 5. The extras earn their keep. It's expensive, but it's built to last. If this helped you cut through the noise, hit the like button. It tells me this kind of in-depth comparison is worth making more of. And subscribe for the latest PEMF mat reviews. If you're still in research mode, head over to perfectpemf.com. There's an interactive comparison table where you can filter and compare all 30+ mats in one place. Thanks for watching. I'm Larry Phelps, and I'll see you in the next one.